Hey everyone, it's Jason from the Metamovie Project. For the past few weeks, I've been working on a side project, helping out on the 4th annual Metaverse Maker Competition live kickoff event. This has given me the chance to do my second favorite type of VR work after Alien Rescue, and that is working on live multi-camera video broadcasts from inside VR. I've always loved directing live TV, and that's why last year I commissioned the incredible Neos developer Zizzle to make this amazing in-game working multicam switcher, which we use to broadcast our live streams of Alien Rescue. Today, I wanted to give you a behind-the-scenes look of putting together a live multicam broadcast from inside Neos using the MMC Kickoff event as an example. So, if you're interested in the intersection of VR and live television, this is the video for you. The MMC contest is run by Medra and their team. Now, this is not actually Medra, but I do have their avatar here with me. Medra invited me and some colleagues to head up the video side of things, and for the VR development side, they brought in Team New Project Final Work in Progress. That's really their name, and they are brilliant. Now, everything starts with the script, and once we have that written, I have this right here. Once we have that written, we can all get together and go through it to agree on how we're going to approach each moment. Over here is the crew staging area. This is where we run all the audio and lighting and interactive event cues. This is the lighting panel, and we can just drag these sliders to create our lighting cues. We have an automatic spotlight that follows the talent on stage, which is really convenient. The graphics panel here controls what images and video we see on our graphics drone, which floats above the stage right over there. We just push this here and we move through each slide, and there's a nice preview window on the bottom here. Here is our events panel. We combine traditional set design elements with VR animation and special effects, and we trigger them here. This is where things get interesting because since we are in VR, we can do things that you just can't do in real life. I'll show you an example in a second. Another thing that we can do here in VR that we just can't do in real life is this. With one click, we can hide the entire crew area. Everyone inside becomes invisible and muted to anyone in the theater, but the crew inside can see and hear each other and everyone else. This is because they've been moved into a hidden layer in this world, so they're like ghosts. Now, back here is the multicam switcher. I have all the video preview panels that I would normally have in a multicam control room, with one difference being that I can have an unlimited number of camera angles. I can create and save various configurations of the switcher and then load them up again here. On a show like this, I'll usually have 2 live camera operators and about 10 static camera angles that don't require a camera operator to work. I communicate with the camera department over Discord. One thing I love is how easy it is to arrange my preview panels with a drag and drop gesture. So I can put wide to close on one row and then all my reverse angles on another row. You can even parent the switcher to yourself so that anywhere you fly, it'll go with you. We connect the multicam switcher to Open Broadcaster Software, or OBS, and then we stream to Twitch. The pre-production process we go through is similar to a traditional video broadcast in that we have meetings, we build and test stuff, we rehearse, and then finally we go live.
Let me show you how the toast kind of comes out real fast. So it'll eject like this, and then it will land about here, more or less your user size. We will demonstrate these separately then. What will happen from the AV people's perspective is they'll press the anvil drop button, the anvil will fall on Medra and squish him, that'll be it.
For this show, we challenge ourselves to include some things that can only be done in virtual reality, so we're not just mimicking what can be done in the real world. So, for example, you can see this button to send a little trolley out on stage. I'll hit the cue now. The trolley comes out, and the idea is that Medra will push a button, and that will open the curtains and trigger confetti and start the contest. But when Medra does, suddenly more buttons appear. And now Medra is confused, and they push a random button, and an anvil drops and nearly crushes them. Medra tries another button, and this triggers a spectacular series of events that starts with one final giant button erupting up through the floor like this. Now Medra invites people up on stage to jump up and down to get this button to work. And then, because hey, we're in Neos after all, a black hole appears in the theater and slurps up the entire theater and everyone inside it, including the video crew and even myself. So hold on, I'm going to trigger this button now, and it's going to get a little weird. I'll just push the skull button and activate the event. Oh, here we go. So the black hole appears, and I'm back here at the switcher, switching camera angles, and things are getting sucked in, and then all of a sudden the camera grabs me in the stream, and whoa, it's all happening live! And so we get spit out on the other side into this outer space world. I've got my switcher right here in front of me, and I'm still directing as Medra and everyone else runs up to our stage, which is now broken and floating in the stars. And we conclude the show by inviting everybody in Neos to come onto stage and take a big group picture to celebrate the start of the contest. I hope this has been informative for anybody interested in this new intersection between VR and live television. I'll put the link to the Kickoff event in this post, and if you want, you can come back on March 18th and watch us live for the award show. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the Metaverse.